Good afternoon from Watford Junction. Today I'm doing a train journey with Southern all the way down to Clapham Junction, calling at Harrow and Wealdstone, Wembley Central, Shepherd's Bush, Kensington Olympia, West Brompton, Imperial Wharf and Clapham Junction. This train has 4 carriages when it should have 8 or 10. Welcome aboard the Southern service to Clapham Junction, calling at Harrow Wealdstone, Wembley Central, Shepherd's Bush, Kensington Olympia, West Brompton, Imperial Wharf and Clapham Junction. The next station is Harrow and Wealdstone. Keep your bags and there's some belongings with you at all times. If you see something that doesn't look right, report it to a member of staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. See it? Say it. Sorted. Here at Watford Junction you can change for the London Overground as well as London Northwestern Railway and Avanti West Coast services. Sleeper. There's also bulkhead seats. This one has little to no legroom. This one has plenty of legroom available. This carriage 377211 is operating this 40 minute journey towards Clapham Junction. Next stop, Harrow and Wealdstone. Change for Bakerloo line, London Overground and London Northwestern Railway services to Euston.
Good evening everyone, this is the guard speaking. Welcome aboard the Southern service to Clapham Junction. This train will be calling at Harrow Wealdstone, Wembley Central, Shepherd's Bush, Kensington Olympia, West Brompton, Imperial Wharf and finally Clapham Junction. If there are any passengers on board who require my assistance or need to purchase a ticket, please let me know. I'm currently at the front of the train and I'll be walking along the entire train very shortly. Next stop is Harrow and Wealdstone.
And there is 390044 from en route from Birmingham New Street to London Euston.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Clapham Junction. The next station is Harrow and Wealdstone.
I don't think anyone will need a paper ticket as both Watford Junction and Clapham Junction are in the Oyster and contactless fare zone or TfL travel zone. Legroom's actually decent. Now's the guard walking through the train. Not all Southern services are entirely driver operated. There's a guard on the following Southern services: London Bridge to Uckfield, Eastbourne to Ashford International and Clapham Junction to Watford Junction. There's a strong and sturdy tray table which is strong enough to hold a laptop. We must have passed Watford High Street, served only by the London Overground. Then you have Bushey, served by London Overground and London Northwestern Railway. Seven 266 is en route from London Euston. Hello 266. Goodbye 266. See you in a future video. Now passing through Carpenders Park with a Watford Junction bound service. Once again this station is also served by the London Overground only. There is an Avanti West Coast service en route to could be en route to Crewe via Birmingham New Street, calling at Milton Keynes Central, Coventry, Birmingham International, Birmingham New Street, Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Stafford and Crewe. I imagine we have a freight train or a London Northwestern Railway service in front of us, which means we are slightly delayed. Avanti West Coast only offer only about 1, 2 or 3 direct trains per day between London Euston and Holyhead. Should I travel to Holyhead, then it is essential that I do not miss any of those services. I have to be on the 0910, that is a hatch and only served by the London Overground. I have to travel on the 0910 from London Euston to Holyhead. Some of these stations in North Wales are difficult for me to pronounce, so longest possible journey with Avanti West Coast is between London Euston and Edinburgh to Birmingham New Street. That is Headstone Lane. When I did Edinburgh to Birmingham New Street, that was back in 2015 when it was still known as Virgin Trains. I only got off at Haymarket. Journey time is approximately 5 hours and 35 minutes between London Euston and Edinburgh via Birmingham New Street. When you could either travel from King's Cross to Edinburgh with LNER or Limo, journey time could approximately be between 4.5 hours and 4 hours and 45 minutes. Or you could travel with Avanti West Coast between London Euston and Carlisle, where you will change for an Edinburgh bound service.
We are now approaching Harrow Wealdstone. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Change here for the Bakerloo line, the London Overground and the London Northwestern Railway services to Euston. Hello, 390044, saw you at Watford Junction earlier. Goodbye 390044, I will see you later on. That must be the 1838 London Northwestern Railway service to Bletchley, or just another London Northwestern Railway service. Didn't bring a charger with me this time, so I'll have to go straight home from Clapham Junction. This is Harrow and Wealdstone.
This is Harrow Wealdstone. This train, Southern Service, Clapham Junction, corner at Wembley Central, Shepherd's Bush, Kensington Olympia, West Brompton, Imperial Wharf, and Clapham Junction. The next station is Wembley Central.
We're not leaving just yet, never mind. I think the guard is only necessary if it's outside of the TfL travel zone. Where Oyster and contactless are not accepted. That there is the Bakerloo line from Elephant and Castle terminating here at Harrow and Wealdstone.
Welcome aboard the Southern Service to Clapham Junction. The next station is Wembley Central.
Change for the Bakerloo line and London Overground. Alight for Wembley Stadium. Then I plan on doing the Elizabeth line again from Paddington to Abbey Wood before its grand opening in October, where the new line will link the existing lines that were known as TfL Rail, passing through Kenton, served by the Bakerloo line and London Overground. Hello, Avanti West Coast. Goodbye, Avanti West Coast. That must have been an 11 carriage Class 390. A majority of the 11 carriage Class 390s are currently being refurbished, expected to be finished on all of them by 2025 at the latest. South Kenton, Bakerloo line and London Overground was supposed to encounter a neutral section between here and North Wembley. That thump was the neutral section, the aforementioned neutral section, which you only get on most overhead powered lines in the UK. North Wembley, Bakerloo line and London Overground. I am burdened with this glorious purpose to fly to Amsterdam in August and stay there for 2 weeks. Before coming back to the UK and maybe doing some other train journeys. Doing other London services operated by Southern and South Western Railway. Also Great Northern and GWR services.
We are now approaching Wembley Central.
Change here for the Bakerloo line and the London Overground. Alight here for the Wembley Stadium. Train tables can sometimes be squeaky. Yeah, that's enough. Enough messing around with the tray tables from me. The train about to pass through is a London Northwestern Railway service en route to Milton Keynes, passing through platform 5, not stopping here. This is Wembley Central. Already here. We're not leaving just yet. Okay, now we are. Doors are locked, so you cannot board this train. Okay, no more messing around with the tray tables, I promise. You have plenty of legroom, so why do you need to buy first class tickets when travelling with Southern? They're just not needed. Not needed for a glorious purpose.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Clapham Junction. The next station is Shepherd's Bush.
Change for the Central Line and London Overground. Alight for Westfield, London. So if I was to do Avanti West Coast again, I'd probably travel in standard or standard premium. I'd probably travel in standard, even if I am able to afford first class. Such as London Euston to Manchester Piccadilly via Crewe or Stoke-on-Trent. First time visiting Stoke-on-Trent, first time since October 2020. Even if I am able to afford first class, I'll probably do standard class for my next Avanti West Coast journey, with maybe a seat frog upgrade, a cheeky seat frog upgrade, which will be at least £35. For both journeys, it'll be £70, that's 70 for seat frog upgrades with Avanti West Coast. It will increase. There's usually a bidding that takes place about one day before your train leaves. It's like an auction. This auction may end early should all first class seats on the train you're travelling on be sold out, or if your train is cancelled. With Seat Frog, you still have to show your original ticket. Please note, not all stations have a first class lounge. When travelling with Avanti West Coast, you'll be able to find first class lounge at London Euston, Birmingham International, Birmingham New Street, Manchester Piccadilly, Liverpool Lime Street, and Glasgow Central. Could also be at Crewe or Preston, maybe Carlisle. With LNER, you can find first class lounges at London King's Cross, Doncaster, Wakefield Westgate, Leeds, York, Darlington, Newcastle, Berwick-upon-Tweed and Edinburgh. You can use first class lounges on both LNER and Avanti West Coast services at least an hour before your train leaves, up to half an hour or 15 to 20 minutes before your train leaves. That's typically when boarding is announced, 15-20 minutes before your train leaves. If I arrived at King's Cross or Euston with only 15-20 minutes to spare, I'd just go straight to my train rather than use the first class lounge, as I wouldn't have enough time to. I think the same would also apply with GWR, where there's only first class lounges at Paddington and Cardiff Central. The LNER first class lounges are only valid. They're only valid for LNER ticket holders. Same with Avanti, such as at Birmingham New Street. If you have a cross-country ticket, then you cannot use the Avanti first class lounge at Birmingham New Street or Manchester Piccadilly. The other side of the West Coast Main Line. There's 2 toilets on this service, one small toilet over there. Then over here you have a large accessible toilet as specified under PRM regulations. I believe you can only close the door from the inside. Please lock the door. Or now passing Watford Junction. I think I'm going to sit here for the remainder of the journey towards Clapham Junction. Sorry. At least it's better than the Class 720s, but not as good as the Class 387 that Heathrow Express, Gatwick Express, GWR and Great Northern use. Same with Southern's Class 377/6 and 377/7 subclass units. The Class 720s are only in service with Greater Anglia at the moment. Hopefully the legroom on the Class 701 will be better, the Class 701 that will enter service with South Western Railway. We now abandon the West Coast Main Line, sadly, at Willesden Junction. Okay, no more tray tables. I think most people voted for standard as it's the cheapest. Also, I want to give standard class a try on the voyages. Avanti West Coast and LNER are the best train operators because you can just pick any available seat, irrespective of your preferences. Just be warned that the seat you choose may have a misaligned window or a missing window. With Avanti West Coast, the seats are clearly labelled as restricted view, the seats with misaligned or missing windows. Hello GWR. Maybe for a future video I'll see you soon, GWR. Class 800s and 802s. Class 802 to Penzance. Well, most people voted for me to do Penzance. That'd be my longest journey ever, 5 hours, 5 minutes. Longest possible journey I could do. With a regular service, up to 1 train per 2 hours. We come to a stop, so we can change power. Finally on the move again, we're now on third rail power and are proceeding to our next stop, Shepherd's Bush, for the Central Line and London Overground. Also alight for Westfield, London. If Thanos was real, then he'd get rid of Boris Johnson once and for all by snapping his fingers, with Boris Johnson turning to dust. If I was to do the Voyager with Avanti West Coast, it'd either be to Coventry, Birmingham International or Birmingham New Street itself.
We are now approaching Shepherd's Bush.
Change here for the Central Line and London Overground. Alight here for Westfield, London. Trains normally stop further back along the platform. We also have lots of buses.
This train is a southern service to Clapham Junction, calling at Kensington Olympia, Brompton, Imperial Wharf, and Clapham Junction. The next station is Kensington Olympia.
148 to White City. Not really a fan of buses. If someone did want me to... We're not leaving! No, we're not leaving just yet. Yeah, Gatwick Express is more reliable. Some trains may also serve Haywards Heath, Wembley, Burgess Hill, Hassocks and Preston Park. Limited... We're now ready to leave Shepherd's Bush. Next stop, Kensington Olympia. Sadly, Southern services do not continue to Milton Keynes, so... Nope. Only 2 trains per day continue to Kings Langley, Apsley and Hemel Hempstead. Limited Gatwick Express service at Haywards Heath, Wivelsfield, Burgess Hill, Hassocks and Preston Park. With all Gatwick Express services serving Victoria, Gatwick Airport and Brighton. 4 stations named Victoria here in the UK. Manchester Victoria, Southend Victoria, London Victoria and St Bedeau Victoria Road. St Bedeau Victoria Road is only served by GWR.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Clapham Junction. The next station is Kensington Olympia.
Change for the District line. WD Victoria Road is on the Tamar Valley line between Guinness Lake and Plymouth.
We are now approaching Kensington Olympia.
Change here for the District line. Southend Victoria is served by Greater Anglia. Manchester Victoria is served by the Metrolink in Manchester, as well as Northern and Transpennine Express. London Victoria is served by the Circle, District and Victoria lines. Southern, Southeastern and Gatwick Express services, as well as Victoria Coach Station. Trains normally stop further back along the platform. Notice here at Shepherd's Bush and Kensington Olympia. Yeah, but District line doesn't come here regularly. It only comes here on Saturdays and Sundays, one train every 20 minutes.
This is Kensington Olympia. This train
Is the Southern service to Clapham Junction.
calling at Westfield, Imperial Wharf, and Clapham Junction. The next station is West Brompton.
No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. Now it's time to leave Kensington Olympia. Next stop, West Brompton. If no through train is indicated, take the first train and change at Shepherd's Bush. From Clapham Junction, was it? From Shepherd's Bush. All trains call at Kensington Olympia, West Brompton, Imperial Wharf and Clapham Junction. If cross-country are able to operate a northeast to southwest service from Glasgow Central, Aberdeen and Edinburgh to Plymouth and Penzance, they should operate a northwest to southeast service from Glasgow Central to Ramsgate or Dover Priory via the West Coast Main Line, Birmingham New Street, the West London Line and also via Chatham, if possible.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Clapham Junction. The next station is West Brompton.
Change for the District line. Technically, all stations between Shepherd's Bush and Clapham Junction are also served by the London Overground.
We are now approaching West Brompton.
Change here for the District line. I don't know what that purple thing is. We have 4 platforms here at West Brompton. I'm not getting off here. Okay, there's going to be more people getting on here, so back to my seat.
This is West Brompton. This train is the Southern service to Clapham Junction, calling at Imperial Wharf and Clapham Junction. The next station is Imperial Wharf.
Okay, now I'm back at my seat for the remainder of the journey to Imperial Wharf and Clapham Junction. Okay. Turns out we're not ready to leave just yet. Your next train over on platform 4 is your 1928 London Overground service to Stratford.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Clapham Junction. The next station is Imperial Wharf.
Alight for Riverboat services from Chelsea Harbour Pier. Also, Imperial Wharf is our penultimate stop. What is up with the tray tables on these Southern services? On the Class 377 specifically. We should have more Class 387s and 377/6 and 377/7 subclass units.
We are now approaching Imperial Wharf.
Alight here for Riverboat services from Chelsea Harbour Pier. Trains normally stop further back along the platform. I suppose that these platforms were designed for very long trains of 8 or 10 carriages. No more expense reports, tedious admin and awkward refurbishment chats, or tedious admin and awkward reimbursement chats. This is Imperial Wharf. This train is the Southern service to Clapham Junction. The next station is Clapham Junction. That's definitely... I don't know what that was. Maybe it's a boat, or... it could be another fast train approaching platform... the next train... 66610, that's definitely a train. Only peasants use Chiltern Railways and London Northwestern Railway for travel between London and Birmingham, whilst there are cool people who use Avanti West Coast. I'm definitely one of those cool people. I tried doing the journey from Clapham Junction to Watford Junction.
Welcome aboard the Southern service to Clapham Junction. The next station is Clapham Junction.
Change for London Overground, Southwestern Railway and other Southern services. I tried filming the journey from Clapham Junction to Watford Junction, but that didn't go entirely to plan, as the train had actually started at Selhurst. Bless you. Definitely means we are in close proximity to Heathrow Airport. It's time for your suffering to end.
be arriving at Clapham Junction. This will be the final stop on this service. Passengers must change here for all southwestern services to London Waterloo via Vauxhall, southern services to Clapton, Eastbourne and Reigate via East Croydon, and all London Overground services via Denmark Hill. In the interest of security, please ensure you remember to take all of your personal belongings with you, and when alighting, please mind the large gap between the train and the platform. We're now arriving at Clapham Junction, where this train will terminate. All change, please. All change. Thank you.
This will be our final stop, Clapham Junction. Actually, trains reverse at Eastleigh before continuing to Brighton.
We are now approaching Clapham Junction, our final destination.
To Southampton Central via Southampton Airport Parkway.
Please remember to take all your belongings with you when you leave the train. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Change here for London Overground, Southwestern Railway and other southern services. This is Clapham Junction. This is our final stop, Clapham Junction. Now we have to follow signs to other platforms. Very huge downgrade. There is the 1929 Gatwick Express service to Brighton, calling at Gatwick Airport, some stations, and Brighton. Formed of 12 carriages. And there is a Gatwick Express service en route to Victoria. I will miss you, my dearly beloved Gatwick Express service. The lift is a lot less crowded compared to the stairs that everyone's taking.
The next train to the platform 15 is the 1939 Southern service to Epsom Downs, calling at Wandsworth Common, Balham, Streatham Common, Norbury, Thornton Heath, Southbanks, West Croydon.
Anyways, that's it for today's journey from Watford Junction to Clapham Junction. See you all next time. Goodbye.